about this in greater detail is the CEO at the company, Mr. Alok Tandon. Alok, thanks very much for taking up the time. So take us through what this means for Inox, this multi-format cinema experience. What's it all about?
Yeah, thanks a lot. We are very excited to launch this 11-screen megaplex in Orbit Mall, Mumbai. This is a property which has got maximum number of formats and, as we say, maximum number of experiences for a guest. So what we have done over here is that we have made a massive entertainment-driven cinema experience for all our guests, whether it's an IMAX, whether it's MX40, which has got the maximum number of patents on the armrest of the chair, or different atmospheric effects. We have got a Samsung LED system, which means that there is no projection. The screen is 300 times brighter than the regular xenon lamp or the laser projection which is there. We have got ScreenX, India's first ScreenX, which we have launched, which means that you can also see pictures on the side walls of the auditorium. Until now, the side walls used to be dead places just for decoration, but today we have made them speak, as to say, and we can watch a movie on the side walls also. We've got for our young adults a place called Kiddles, which is nothing but a play area for kids and a special theatre attached to that small lounge of theirs where they can enjoy themselves sitting on colored seats, where some lights are on, they can play around while enjoying a kid's movie. So we've done a lot where cinemas are concerned, and I'm also talking about the Insignia, the 4-screen Insignia which we have in this property. So that's nothing but luxury. And today what we talk about Inox is having luxury, technology and service, which we are proud of. And this is what we have offered to our guests who come to us at this launch today.
Are these, obviously these would be premium experiences. Do you feel that in the current slowdown that we are seeing, nonetheless, with the economy looking so sluggish, that much of an extra increase in ticket prices for such experiences may draw the kind of footfalls that you're anticipating?
Well, today when we look at the experiences over there, they are absolutely novel. So a movie can be watched in different formats, and which bodes well for the entire Indian film industry. When you talk about being expensive, I would say, technology comes at a slight cost also. So we wouldn't say it's expensive. We always price our tickets as per the cost structure of the property and the paying propensity. And when you talk about current slowdown, I would say that today content is the new hero. India's audience is very, very discerning. So they would like to go and see a story which is told in a different way, in a different format. And today, as I always say, is that we have got a new breed of directors, a new breed of actors who are telling a story in a different way. And I would say this has got nothing to do with the slowdown. Indians or anybody in the world, they want to be entertained. And what a better place for Indians to come and watch their favorite movie in the best of ambiances with the format they want to see that movie in.
Whether or not you see that much of an acceptance coming in, because when you launched Insignia as a format, how well did it do at the time? Because it was a premium product offering, it had a higher cost attached to it compared to the regular movie experience, and now you've got the Megaplex, which is coming on the back of Insignia, which probably may be slightly more expensive as well. So will that have a good taking amongst the customers who are coming in to watch the movie?
Well, we've seen people love the Insignia experience. We have standalone cinemas which are nothing but all Insignia screens, or Insignia, which is a part of a 11 or a 7-screen multiplex property which we have, as in Malad from where I'm speaking. It's an 11-screen plex with 4 screens of Insignia. People have really enjoyed the cuisine we offer, the food which is there, the luxury which we give, the viewing experience which is there sitting on your leather recliners. And when you say about Megaplex being more expensive, I would say that the ticket price depends, and which I said earlier, is on the cost structure of the property and the paying propensity. Whatever we've seen of this place as of now is that people are liking it. People are willing to spend that little extra for the experience. And we have not seen any pushback at all from any of our consumers or guests who have come to watch a movie in this splendid place of ours, which we call the Megaplex.
All right. I also want to get your comment because, in a recent conversation with one of your peers, the management actually highlighted that even in this period of slowdown, moviegoers have been coming in thick and fast. So there's not been any sort of a dent with regards to moviegoers and the kind of footfalls that they're garnering, even in this period of slowdown. Would you contribute that to the content pipeline that is so strong in Q2 that has happened?
Well, absolutely. The content pipeline has been very strong, whether it was War, Joker, Kabir Singh, Avengers, where we started this new financial year with. So the content has been extremely, I would say, good, and that I feel will continue. We've got some great slate of movies which are lined up for the entire festive season. So I'm quite bullish, and people, if you have a new story, if you've got a good content, people will come out and watch movies.
A lot of brokerages, have come out with very positive commentary on Inox and the kind of plans that you'll have with regards to whether or not it is penetrating into markets that are still low on penetration, getting into deep, tier 2, tier 3 cities, these kind of experiences that you'll have, focusing on the high margin business. If you can just lay it out for us without giving us any numbers with regards to whether you're on track with all of these factors.
Well, absolutely, we are on track. Where our expansion is also concerned, whether it's the metro or tier 1 or tier 2, we are totally on track. Last year, as you know, that we opened 85 screens, and that was a record in India, that nobody had opened 85 organic screens in 1 year, which means we were opening one screen after every 4 days, and that was a big thing. And this year also, we are as aggressive as we were last year. Going forward, our expansion strategy is in place. We will offer the best to our patrons wherever we are, whether it's a metro or a tier 3. It has to be aspirational for the people who come to Inox, the property which we make. It has to have a lot of food options. It has to have the best of viewing. The furniture which you use or you sit on, the chairs which are there are absolutely ergonomically designed to have maximum comfort or to give maximum comfort to our guests. So whatever we do, we have the guest in mind. A menu we make, the design which we do, the LEDs which we put all across is just keeping the guest at the center of the entire design process. Right. Going forward, I would say that we are today a lifestyle company. Though we are a cinema company, but I think I'm working for a lifestyle company where we want to give that 2.5-hour vacation to the guest. We want to give our guest the best of what he wants. Yeah. And this is something which we are concentrating on. And that is the endeavor that going forward, we continue doing this for our guests who give us their time. They come and spend 2.5 to 3 hours with us. So it's our duty to give something best to them. And what better thing we can get back to them is comfort, technology, service, and make them feel happy. And when they go back, they should feel that yes, they have spent a good time watching a cinema which they really loved.
All right. So Alok, just since you were talking about an entire experience, for food and beverages, which contributes a bulk of your revenue, has there been pulling of the purse strings by moviegoers? While they might be buying the movie ticket, but may want to cut back a little bit on spending on food and beverages, which are, not to say slightly steep in terms of pricing. Do you see that? Do you see a cutback in food and beverage, the trend there?
Not at all, not with the experience or the menu we give. For example, I'm speaking from this new Inox Megaplex. We have 12 cuisines. We have more than 250 items on our menu. And today when our guests come to us, they want to have dinner with or lunch with the movie. Earlier it was having food before or after the movie. Today it is having while watching a picture, and that's something which we do. We have got at least 5 or 6 different areas from where we serve food. We have got a butler service, we have got service on seat. You name a cuisine, it's there with us for our guests. And I do not see any cutback where the total experience is there, because a guest wants to come out for 2.5, 3 hours to just unwind, chill, relax with his friends, family, anybody whom he's watching a movie with. And watching a movie in India is a social experience. So if you give the best of comfort, the best of viewing, and the best of food, I don't think there'll ever be a cutback.
All right. So, Alok, I'm just trying to string this together in terms of the overall impact of the slowdown. So, you said that these experiences and higher premiumization ticket prices are not, going to stop moviegoers from coming in. Food and beverages, no one is cutting back. So, that is a high margin business for you, which is on track. And the other segment also, which contributes closer to 10% of your overall revenues, is the ad revenues. Now, are corporates taking a little bit of a back seat in terms of pushing for ads?
Sorry, what's the last question? I'm sorry, Divina, I could not get the last part.
I was asking you whether the last bucket, which is the ad revenue angle, which is the ads that you get from corporates, are they taking a little bit of a backseat? Because the other two are clearly not, so you're doing strong on both those counts. With regards to ads, is there a little bit of a pushback?
Well, let me just slightly correct you. When you're talking about premium ticket pricing, well, let me tell you, our average ticket price as a company is about 199, 200 rupees. So it means that there are some places where we are selling a ticket for 50, 60, 70 rupees. And in a handful of properties, we are selling them at a high rate. So I wouldn't call them premium pricing. I would call it pricing which is just fit for the right type of audience in the particular format they want to see and the plex they want to see. Yes, where ads are concerned, there was a time when there were advertising community which said that they would rather wait and watch, but I don't think so that that's a major thing. People are advertising with us. We had some great ads and the time consumed or the race we got was during war, during Joker. So nothing much to complain about.
All right. Thanks a lot, Alok. Appreciate you taking out the time.